YouTube, what is up, boys? This is your boy Grant, back with another video for you guys. I told y'all it was coming. We finally got them in. So we've got spacers that we're gonna throw on the 535i. We definitely need to see if we can fix the flushness. We want to have a really nice stance to the ride. So we're gonna jump into that real quick. I'm gonna show you what the kit looks like that I got from Hardware Motorsports. They have a BMW stud kit, as well as they offer spacers. They're not a sponsor of this video, but they do sell their products on, I believe, Keys Motorsports website. I've seen some of the other guys. I think Thick F30 runs these spacers and these studs as well. So I'm going to again show you guys what that looks like. We'll jump into that in just a moment. But if this is your first time to the channel, make sure that you like the videos. Make sure you subscribe. Go back out there, check out some of the videos that we have on the progress on the F10. I want to try to keep this content coming to you guys. So without any further ado, let's jump into this. Okay, and so, of course, first of all, Motorsport Hardware. These are the 90 millimeter studs that we have that we're going to need for the 535. Now, if you guys don't recall, in an earlier video, we actually swapped out the studs, the lug bolts to lug studs. That was, I believe it was a TRP kit. It was really nice, but the studs themselves were only 60 millimeters. When I started looking into these spacers, just out of caution, we decided that it was best to go ahead and swap over to the different studs. The good thing about that old kit is it only ran me like $40 to the house, and that included the lug nuts. We will be able to reuse those lug nuts, so it is what it is. So to make sure you get this done properly, you are going to want some Loctite. This is the blue 242, so it is a semi. It's not permanent stuff. You can remove it. Had to go ahead and pick up a nice torque wrench. I say nice, but you know, your boy don't like to spend too much money. I got that down at Home Depot. Now, of course, we've got our studs, and then we have our spacers. So we're gonna rip in here the spacers. What I decided to go with is these are the what they call the track light kit. So they're really light, not a whole lot of weight, in other words, on these spacers. And as you can see, I got a little bit of, I'm not sure if that's being picked up real well on the camera or not, but we've got two different sizes. So these top ones here, that is our 12 or basically 12.5 millimeter spacers. This is actually what we're going to put in the rear. And then if I can get this off, yes. The fronts are actually going to be 15 millimeter spacers. And that again is just because of my wheel and tire combo. I actually needed a little bit more in the front than I actually did in the rear. So that's what we're gonna go ahead and get these thrown on. So again, we'll move this tripod around and we'll start digging into the first wheel. Okay, so we got all our tools laid out. First of all, I have to start off, I don't go too crazy with my impacts. So on this, I usually have to break these off with a breaker bar. So we're just gonna loosen up our studs real quick, and then we'll go ahead and knock them off with the impact after that. I say my studs, I actually mean the lug nuts. I think I already broke this one. Yeah. Okay. Okay, knock those nuts out. There we go. Okay, so that should be good there. All right, so we've got our wheel off. We'll roll this over to the side. Okay, one quick important step we want to do. I know we checked online whenever we were measuring everything up, but we do want to make sure that these studs will work. And they will. So they are the right pitch, the right thread pitch. So we're not gonna have any issues there. We just, like I said, wouldn't wanna remove the other ones and not be able to put studs back on. That would cause a pretty bad day. So next step, we're gonna have to get these old studs out. To do that, I'm just gonna use an extension. Let's see if we can't get one of these to fit in here. We're just gonna slide, that one's a little too big, so we're gonna go with the small one. Slide this into the rotor so that we can keep that rotor from moving. And this one. Okay, that actually locked it there. Okay, so now we're just gonna get these right off, get them moving, see if we can't get them off real quick. Okay, got those studs out, looking pretty. So now we're gonna grab our new studs. And now I'm missing one. Walk away. We've already cleaned off this hub when we put those other studs in, so not really concerned with that at all. We're just gonna grab our new studs on the threading portion that's gonna thread into the hub. We're gonna put a little bit of Loctite on here. And then of course on these Motorsport Hardware studs, they actually use an Allen key for tightening them down. I've already got that Allen key on our torque wrench, and I've got the torque wrench set at the 25 foot-pounds that we needed. So we're just gonna put a little bit of Loctite on here and start threading these in, and then we'll tighten them down real quick and we'll fit the spacer. Not a difficult job, guys. If you guys haven't done this before, it's really kind of a no-brainer. So like I said, that's just been tightened down by hand, and then we're gonna hit it with our torque wrench. There we go. There we go, okay. There we go, okay. Okay, that one was the one we already done. Okay, they've all been tightened down to 25 foot-pounds. We're gonna grab our 15 millimeter spacer. We've got our spacer here, and this does look to be really a tight fit. So you just kind of want to make sure you're going on pretty evenly, kind of back and forth. There we go. There, we're gonna kind of push at it. There we go. And there it is, it's on there. And it's nice and it's flush against the hub. I grabbed my little rubber mallet just in case, but didn't need that. Okay, so this wheel should be done. So we're gonna go ahead and, again, this is our 15 millimeter we're gonna throw on our wheel, and we'll get to working on the rear wheel after that. And then hopefully we can get a car wash done soon too. All right, that looks good there. Start our studs here. So I'll hit them in a minute with the impact. Just get them all worked down. And then as far as the studs final torquing, you actually are going to torque them down to 105 foot-pounds as far as final torquing is concerned. Right now we're just going to kind of that one there. Okay, so this one's done. These studs are considerably longer than the other ones, but it does give me the ability in the future that if I'm running a different wheel setup, if I need bigger spacers or whatever the case may be, I can do that. They don't stick out past the wheels, but the studs are sticking out further than the previous ones were, which we already knew was going to happen because they are so small. Okay, there we go. Got her on the ground. Let me get this off the tripod and let you guys see what that looks like. Okay, so there we are there with the 15 millimeter in the front. So that is pretty much spot on. I'm not sure how well that's going to show up there, but that looks pretty darn good. So we definitely liking the way that's going to look. All right, so now we're just going to jump on that rear wheel. As we can see, we don't need quite as much of a spacer on that rear wheel. Not sure if that's showing up too well, but we're going to do that 12 millimeter back there, 12.5 millimeter actually. Okay, boys, so we got the rears on now too. Not sure how well that's showing up there, but we are pretty darn flush at this point. That looks really, really good. So again, this is where we're at now. Sorry, the car is dirty. This is what we were working with, so we can kind of see how we were sunken in there, as well as we were quite a bit more sunken in the front, if that's really showing up. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and knock out this side, but really happy with what we have so far. And I will get back with you guys here shortly. Oh, one other quick thing here for anybody that was wondering, that is our size difference there between the 60mm studs or 62mm studs that came with the TRP kit and these new Motorsport Hardware studs that are 90mm. So yeah, I probably went bigger than what I needed to, but still I like the option that if I need to down the road, I can swap out too. So, I mean, as far as wheels and that sort of thing. So we're just gonna jump on the other side, knock it out, and see if we can't get you guys a clean look at the 535 with everything buttoned up. So the Motorsport Hardware kit is really nice, guys. The quality is really good. The fit and finish of everything. The track light set that I got, those spacers are really, really light. And then of course the studs look really good as well too. They seem to be beefy. I don't anticipate having any issues with those at all. So if you guys have been on the fence on the Motorsport Hardware set, again, they are not a sponsor of this video, but I want you guys to make sure you got, like, I like doing reviews for stuff that anybody's gonna be picking up, or if you guys are on the fence or anything like that about an item, something I can do a review for, that's what I'll do. So I picked up the kit, I really like it. I think it's a really good buy. So if that's something that you guys have in the plans on picking up some spacers, definitely not a bad set to go with. So that's gonna wrap up this video. You guys be safe. Make sure if you haven't, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you guys want to see in some upcoming videos, and we will catch you guys in the next one. Be safe.